Hey YouTube, this is Prometheus guys giving you more than the meta. So guys, I'm going to show you some defensive gameplay against an opponent that basically struggled with a simple adjustment, basically playing underneath and playing the sticks. I've been playing the sticks a lot as one of my coverage adjustments, and as a result I'm getting a lot more stops and people freezing, and it gives me just a better feel for what type of opponent I'm playing. You'll see me running cover 4 and cover 3 and actually turning that underneath coverage, playing the sticks, and as a result I'm actually getting a lot more stops and just make my defense a little bit easier. Now typically on defense, when I make my adjustments, I always go ahead and take off the motion responses. Option read key, I'm going to go ahead and keep that as conservative, but the pitch key aggressive, and then RPO key pass, I'm going to be conservative, and then strip ball, and then tackling if I can put that on aggressive. So those are my settings when I'm playing defense, and usually I just want to get a feel for what my opponent likes to do. Anytime I see someone that's doing anything under center, there's a high probability they're going to run the ball, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into typically a heavier defense, and this is where I'll jump into 41, 61 even 61 defensive front. I usually play cover 4, and I do have, you know, two guys on this side which are streaking, so usually what I'll do is I'm going to use these guys over, because tight ends are not going to go ahead and get past your defensive back. Most of the time they're sub 90, usually sometimes mid 80s at the speed at that position, and that allows me to play my safety down to the box, and I just make it harder for him to run. So even though he's able to pick up, a chunk of yards right there, 5 yards, I was put in a position where I actually to get people in the box. So right here, I'm actually going ahead jumping into a different defense. I think what I did is I went into the Willie defense with the anticipation he's probably going to run some type of a verticals play with a drag underneath it. So that's essentially the choice. I'm going to play that deep half, and I'm going to shift the line a little bit over just so I can get that edge pressure off. And he actually goes with levels. So he's got basically an in, he's got another in, and then he's got a sail concept over here with this. And watch this defender. This defender should be carrying, but he doesn't carry, and he opens up. You can see how he kind of stops, opens up right over the middle of the field, and essentially goes ahead and gives that back in route in easy completion. So he's able to go pick up a chunk of yards. He comes back to single back wing slot. So I'm going to go, typically I'm going to a little bit heavier set. Here's the thing, this tight Leo is not necessarily the better defense here in the Patriots playbook. I figured I'm going to come with kind of an aggressive blitz and see how this guy responds, but I just don't like the alignment of this defender right here. So I switch out of it, and I think what I did is I played sticks, but he had basically kind of a split zone, and he actually took his running back and kicked it back to the backside, and you could see him just picking up a chunk of yards right there. His defenders or blockers actually took out my defenders, put me in a situation where he picked up a big chunk of yards. So it's always hard to play against someone that plays is really good at running, because that means you got to commit more people down to the box. You got to pressure guys and put yourself in a situation. So right here I press. I'm going essentially with a cover 3 alignment, or basically cover 3, and I'm actually, what my adjustment is, I'm playing underneath coverage. So these guys turn into hard flats, and then I've got these guys basically going ahead and playing underneath. And then another adjustment I'll do is I'll jump in the sticks. Now you can see I'm playing hard flats. My responsibility is to play the middle of the field. Now I can get down to the box to basically defend against the run, but immediately I've got to go ahead and shoot back up and play the middle of the field and look for anything deep post coming across the middle of the field. I got to make sure I make that responsibility. Another adjustment too is I want to shift these guys off. That actually is going to go ahead and give me a leverage. So all he can really do. So right here he goes with a simple, he's got a wing route here. He's got a crossing route. He's got this other route, and he's got this other route, and then he's got a route that's actually coming up on the back side. I have to go ahead and take the deep defender. So I've got my deep defender. I can't let him throw me over the top, and he's just got like a little sit route. This guy's open, but obviously the flat's going to rally and come down to it. and he actually comes back and tries to hit this little spot route, and I've got a safety in the middle of the field to be able to go and pick him off in a situation. So that was just a bad progression read by him. It was just good defense that I set up, but really was him just misreading the play, probably anticipating the post to be wide open, and because my user's there, it actually froze him and he didn't go for it. So right here he goes into a bunch set, so he's got his bunch over here, and he's got his 2 wide receivers right here. And I'm going to go ahead and try to shift my guys over. I think what I did is I jumped in cover for palms, and I think I might have just played sticks but not underneath in this type of situation. So actually you can see how my guys are sliding up. This guy, my responsibility is going over here. This guy's sliding up, and then I've got 4 deep defenders who should be falling back in there. He checks it down underneath, and my flat defender comes out and actually plays that. So I was just playing sticks in that type of situation, saying, hey, you can dink and dunk me down the field, but I'm not going to give you, easy plays. So right here, go ahead and jump into cover 4 because he's got a heavy set. He's got, basically, 3 tight ends. So I'm expecting to do that, and I'm going to go ahead and press my guys down. And I don't think I passed commit, but I wanted to go ahead and make sure that he couldn't hit that backside. Now I got a kind of a leverage situation where he's got really good leverage out here, but I've also got another defender, and my guy is going to be kind of in a position where I've got to go ahead and shoot that gap. I shift my line off, and then I think I shifted them back really quick to give myself a little bit more leverage. And you can see this guy comes off the line, and this is actually a pretty smart play. You've got some really good players. St. Brown is not the fastest guy. You should be throwing that with James, with the other wide receiver on the Lions, because he's got the speed. But that was actually a smart play. You got to take a shot like that in those type of situations when you're going against someone. So he comes out empty bunch, and this is where I just jump into cover 4. And once again, I'm just playing hard flats. I'm pressing my guys down, tempting them to throw over the top, and my responsibility is to shoot up and play that deep area and say, hey, if you want to dink and dunk me down underneath, that's fine. I also go and spy this guy up, who get in the middle of the field, making sure that his guy is not going to go and scramble out. And my responsibility is shoot back. So you can see me shooting back. He actually goes ahead and challenges me, and my other defender right here, Bard's able to go ahead and get an interception because he took a shot up top. That was probably not a good decision, just because I had so many safeties back right there, and he tried to throw over me, even on my users in that area. So he actually paid the price, and that actually puts me in the driver's seat, because now he's actually he's trying to throw over the top. He can't get it off. He can't get those lob streaks over the top of me, and if he challenges my user, he's going to get himself kind of in a bind. So he comes out of the gun, Y off X close. I'm going to go ahead and jump into a different defense right here. I'm going into the 2-3 dime. I'm going to come out of probably, I think I choose palms as a defense. And let's go ahead. We jump into a cover 9. And once again, I'm going to go ahead and play the sticks. And I'm going to use this one blitzing defender. It gives me a free agent. You can see how my guys are all just dropping up the coverage. He's not reading the ball correctly. He doesn't really know where to go with it. He's got 2 guys that are going to be right into an area right here, and I've got an edge defender that actually came off with that. So he actually has to force the throw, but he doesn't really have anywhere to go with it because I'm playing sticks. So it's just a very easy adjustment that you can do. And what's cool about it is if you are running match coverage, you can switch things up just by running it stock. So run match stock. So right here, once again, I'm playing a dollar defense to play hard flats. And all I'm doing is basically just playing just the basic, sticks concept. So he's got another defender right here. He's got this guy up. He's got this guy up. You could see that this route is getting separation. He makes a good read right here. But because I've got another deep quarter over there, I'm able to click on and knock that ball out. So that's one of the advantages of just playing coverage defense and just seeing what your opponent can do against it. So right here I jump into cover 6, and I play sticks once again. You can see how the guys are all just dropping back in coverage. He tries to take another shot up top with Stevenson, I'm out with the top coverage because I played sticks. Basically, you're protecting yourself over the top, and you're just saying, hey, you can throw underneath. And this guy, if this guy would have started attacking the flats, he would have been a little bit better off. So right here, I go with a very aggressive man blitz. I make a mistake. This guy's on the edge over here. I should have been pulling this guy over to play that particular position to go ahead and hit the blitz. But I choose to pull this guy over, and essentially this guy is not going to freeze him as a defender. So this is a bad decision for me right here. He actually goes ahead. He's got an easy read right there. He just quick snapped me, and it was really just a bad setup with that trip set. My guys got unaligned, and that was not really what I wanted to do. So now he actually jumps into a quick huddle. So I just jump into cover 2. And I play the sticks once again. Everybody's falling back up at the sticks. And he doesn't know where to go with the ball. I've got some block shedding going on with the defensive line. And right here, because he's really out of time. He had no time whatsoever. Burned all his timeouts. He takes a shot up into the end zone. Has an opportunity to get it, but I had a defender that actually goes over the top of this guy's back. He does not come down with it. He chooses, going into the second half, I was getting the ball. He was really struggling against my offense, and I think he just quit out on this. So wanted to show you this gameplay, and just sometimes simple defenses really will make people struggle. And if you run that simple drop defense with play the sticks, underneath coverage, you can get a lot of stops. So once again, guys, thanks for your support. Until next time.